I'm absolutely confident that you won't be able to persuade Cecil to draw a portrait of you. A nude portrait, that is. Stop trying to talk me into this. You have neither heart nor conscience, Tyrion. Even the noble idea of charity becomes a farce when you touch it. Oh, I don't think these so-called innocents will suffer from knowing that their money and medicine came from my sinful silhouette. Okay, that wasn't terrible. That was something. So there's Dresden. Okay. Do you know, I actually didn't even find Dresden. So we are heading towards there. Here's the thing. Do we have, like, a countdown? I know people saying don't worry about time too much, but is there a countdown? I want to know how many days I've wasted. You know? I want to know how many days I've wasted. Maybe it's in. Hold on. We'll have a look at the inside. No, the journal. So. Trapped in the darkness. That means they're finished. Yes, that's right, that one's finished. We're doing that one. Is this, yeah, make it Dresden. There isn't actually a time for it. Oh, we just talked to the Army Quartermaster. Oops. Can I still do it? No. Go to the Heart of Mystery. An unknown master figure told the commander to go to a place called the Heart of Mystery, promising that the secrets of creations would be revealed. Right, that's the big. Okay. I hope we can get there. I don't think I'm going to be able to get there in time. Music of the Abyss. Swarm is no more. The voice of the Abyss will fall silent in these lands for a time. Okay. Take Nenio to the Nameless Ruins. While the world burns. That's to go and sell it. Right, we'll do the count. Opening. The last chapter to complete this quest, or it will fail afterwards. Okay. So what am I doing here? According to the Chronicles, one of the Crusades' relics was lost in the lands the commander's armory is about to pass through. The power of this artifact would be useful to march to Dresden. It would be wise to spend some time exploring the west bank of Selen. Right, okay. We have some more for him. Okay. The west bank, so over here somewhere. Like, I need to get over here, but I don't seem to have an army that's good enough for it. Footman. Is that how much they are? Is that how much they... Wait, did I just spend this money? I'm so confused. No, I didn't. Okay. So, in terms of army, I could do very little. I can bring this army up. I need to wait to get some more money. I'd like to go there. I'm trying to figure out... We need to win. That's what we need. We need a win. That's what we need. We need a freaking win. How do we get here? We don't. That's how we get here. Wait, hold on. Maybe. Yeah, we'll rest. All the running around. Yeah, we'll rest. We'll also take out your woman. When we go to the camp. We should have just rested in the camp. We would have avoided. Okay. Gonna sell some stuff. I'm gonna see if there's people who will just sell a whole heap of stuff. I don't know, I feel like I should keep that. No, I wanted them. I wanted to sit. Yeah. No. I need money, okay? Judge me later. What's holy water do? I don't know if I get a better... The quartermaster flashes his usual grin, but it fades almost me. What a march, eh, Commander? I won't forget it, not in a million years. I can't stop shaking whenever I think about the leopard smile. We lost too many good men, spirits low in the camp. Some soldiers can't shake off the horror they've seen, others are mourning their friends. What if we held a wake, lit up a bonfire, poured some wine, raised our cups in memory of a fallen? It'll do the troops all good. Okay. Yeah, we'll give them booze. Never, Commander. Everything will be done proper and solemn and with due respect for the fallen. We're mourning the dead, not celebrating a wedding. Okay. Hopefully that will do something. That would be nice if something got, like, raised their spirits a bit. I feel like Wolf Jiff needs a new weapon. I mean, he is literally sitting with a wonderful freaking, like... it doesn't feel right. Would that be better? It's still 1 to 6. Mind you though, it's a masterwork. It still does 7 to 10 damage. So... a magic, some magic daggers would be great. Oh. Whoops. Whoops! Where is... a storyteller? That's who I'm now looking for. While we're here, you know, might as well. Might as well while we're here, correct?
We march ahead.
It's over. That one's still the rice. I will take the first aid kit though. Yeah. No, it's definitely not in here. Excuse you? An ominous pamphlet. I spit on the streets of Canterbury. I spit on the granite walls and its stained glass windows. If tomorrow the ground trembles, split apart, and devoured the skirts of the city, I will not shed one tear. No one here, not a single soul, deserves my compassion. Everyone who lives in this city is a criminal. If there were any justice in this world, every one of them would be hanging from the gallows. Prelate Halloran and Queen Galfrey chief among them. Ask anyone on the streets what they know of mongrels. The answer will be a dumb silence or the lowered eyes of a scoundrel who knows their crimes but doesn't want to think about it. Mongrels, a disgusting nickname which the residents of the city have given to the brave crusader heroes who defeated the forces of evil but paid for it with their health. Covered with scabs and tumors, bloated and gnarled, they were no longer beautiful enough to be tolerated by the people they'd saved. As a reward for their heroism, the city dwellers exiled them to the sewers and damp caves beneath the city. The author of these words went down there and spoke with them, and I'll have you know that the ugliest of them is more noble than any of the paladins in Mendeb, not to mention the head chopping prelate and his murderous queen. If any pretend that today's city dwellers aren't responsible for the crimes of their grandfathers, then I will spit in their face. For the grandchildren of the exiled are still down there, crawling in the mud and eating garbage, and everyone who knows about this and does nothing, and everyone who should know but prefers blissful ignorance. I say they're all guilty, and they repeat the same crime every day. As long as this doesn't change, any citizen who decides to fight a demon should take a knife and stab themselves in the stomach. For your city has already rotted, and you are no better than the demons. And if anyone would repent and right this terrible wrong, they should turn their weapons on the prudish paladins who preach good but defend an order that flies in the face of justice. Down with the paladins! Down with the prelate Herlin! Down with the Queen Galfrey! Ooh. That's some choices. Anyway, I'm looking for the storyteller. I don't think he's in the medic. I'm gonna have to Google where he is. No, he's not in there. Wait, I might actually have to Google where the storyteller is. Point of interest. Yeah, I don't think he's in this camp anymore. I can't get past Ember. Look, there's someone there. Point of interest to Ember. Could it be... Yeah. See if Erebeth knows. Commander, allow me to say something. Erebeth looks more serious than usual. Before you, this wasn't a war, it was agony, drawn out over decades. No one believed in victory anymore. When the demons attacked the city, for some of it was a relief. At least the end had come. They laid down their weapons and surrendered without a fight. I felt the same thing, but somehow got through on stubbornness and the vague hope that if nobody found Anivia's body, she might by some miracle have survived, and that miracle was you. You returned my beloved to me when I nearly lost all hope of seeing her alive. Then you went on a suicide mission to the Grey Garrison and won the city back for us. You turned a defeat into victory. I know it wasn't easy, but you make everything seem so effortless. You do everything just like that, she says with a snap of her fingers. The Queen believes in your powers too, but for me, they're just more proof of what I felt the day when I saw Nivea alive standing next to you. You're the miracle we've been waiting for. You're the one who will finally put an end to this terrible war and, in spite of everything, deliver us the victory we so desperately need. With you, I'm sure this crusade will achieve what others could not. We need reinforcements. Can you give me more soldiers? When we began to march in Dresden, we chose speed over numbers. If I order more volunteers to be recruited, they simply won't arrive in time. We could pay mages to deliver troops to the camp, except... Wait, what? We could pay the mages to deliver the troops to the camp. Except I doubt that army coffers could afford it. You could spare 7,500 gold coin. Perhaps later. Okay. I might have to Google it. Hold on. I'll be back. So, according to the wonderful YouTube, he isn't in camp. He's away collecting stories, but he will return in Act 3, so we shouldn't worry about it. So, yeah, I suppose on that note, we shouldn't worry about it. I didn't mean to rest. I don't need to rest. I need to leave. Alright, I don't like her. Okay. So the only thing stopping me here, really... I think I can go to Heaven's Edge. I think I might do that. Evade? Let us have birthday celebrations! Oh, Darian is heavily encumbered. Wait, can we do something before that? Why is he heavily encumbered? Is it because he's wearing something? It is because he's wearing something. Imagine wearing protection. I don't know. I think is my dexterity my main thing here? I have a minus. Maybe I need some strength. I need some strength. Wait. Well, everyone has something on. Okay. Oh, now Titania is heavily encumbered. Why? Maybe we should take off some of the weapons that she's holding. short. Maximum hit points. Wait, she doesn't have natural armor. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, that does increase my... Does it do anything? I don't think it does anything. Yeah, nothing changes. It's against swarms. So maybe that's why it doesn't change anything. She is pretty encumbered though. A new main character can equip those. Okay. I need to remember the mount more. Okay, let's do this. Alright, let's have a birthday party. Maybe this... No, this isn't going to raise spirits, is it?
I will guide us.
My not so numerous, but nonetheless dearest guests. About a year ago at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole year older and also a full-fledged crusader, an honorable position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is.
I love how he's got naked people around him.
The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader. Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin? They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul.
I mean, we all choose our paths, right? There's one way to break it.
You, my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
Darren smirks, finishes his wine, and tosses the glass to the ground. How interesting. The Inquisitor later whispers in your ear from behind. Did you find anything interesting? Nothing. Really, I just took note of a few things. I attempted to find out whether anything unusual or mysterious has happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversations with his acquaintances, two people noted that he had never speaks of the Reverend Nestrin, the priest of Imode, who was his guardian and tutor, yet he just mentioned Nestrin in his speech, whatever that might mean. You told me that you tried to find out if anything odd had happened to Darren over the last 10 years. Some of his servants complained about strange occurrences in the house, like objects moving by themselves or candles going out. Of course, that could simply be figments of their imagination. It is also very well known that the Count often invites various spellcasters to entertain him and encourages them to use their magic in mischievous ways. Practically the whole of Mendev knows the story about the 3 drunk wizards and their teleportation race across the roofs of Kennebrace after a party at the Count's house. What I'm trying to say here is that any fluctuations in residual magic in his house are not at all surprising. There was the matter of the abduction, however. A gang of bandits kidnapped the Count, hoping for a ransom, but the only reward they got was death. Afterwards, the Count told everyone that he had hired the bandits himself as a joke. The other mercenary squad that freed him and execute the bandits was also in his employ. Nobody really wanted to delve too deep into this case after confirming the identities of the wretched cutthroats, but there was one disturbing fact about it all, and I don't mean the Count's bizarre idea of fun. The mercenaries who supposedly freed him had also cut off the bandits' heads after they had already killed them. Oh? That's right! That's right! We found the severed head! My companions have been finding severed heads among their belongings recently. Strangely, things like this wasn't a problem before Darian joined the party. That is right! What? Well, that is an alarming coincidence. Now, we have another reason to conduct an investigation. It is crucial that we find out what exactly happened at that tragic feast. What do we need to do, Inquisitor? Now that's the hardest part. I need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over some time. It would be very convenient for me if nobody interrupted the process, especially Count himself. I don't think he remembers my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might attract his attention. All in all, what I want you to do is distract the master of the house. Right now he's playing host in the very place I'd like to start with. How should I distract him? I don't know. Maybe your companions can assist you somehow, or you can take a look around. Perhaps there's something that can help us. Okay, I understand. Good luck! Come back to me when the Count leaves. I will tell you everything I managed to find out, and maybe even show you something. Okay, let's go revel. I can imagine how lovely this man must have been before the war. I yearned to set up my easel in one of the pleasant little alcoves and paint my heart with content. Okay, let's go. What does Lan have to say? So, I've somehow landed at the party of a royal brat. Go figure. You know, never know when or if you'll get another chance to rest and have some fun during wartime. I'd rather take my chances while I can. Darian, who's been watching the guests, with an unreadable expression, turns his head to you and says in a casual tone, like he's continuing a conversation that was interrupted, I have always considered myself an aesthete, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit in the front row and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also no option. Now, I'll be damned if I know how I ended up in the Fifth Crusade. How did I become the companion of a heroine chosen by Amadei? Sometimes the most casual occurrences dictate our fate's course. I'm afraid that is not always the case. Sometimes it's dictated by alien, but wholly deliberate forces. Tell me more about Heaven's Edge. This estate was once a truly beautiful sight with its lush gardens and placid ponds. Darian smiles briefly. It's a genuine smile, quite different from his usual half-smirk. The house itself is not that large, however. This land was part of a broader region even before the world wound, so my ancestors took that into account when laying the foundation. The larger the mansion, the harder it is to defend. I'd gladly give you a tour, but I'm afraid there's not much to see here. I didn't have much time, so my servants only managed to clean up this yard and a great hall and a couple of rooms. There's nothing interesting about them except perhaps the magical firefighting system powered by water elements. I'm not sure if it's still functioning. So why did should really decide to throw a party at the scene of such tragedy. What's this ghoulish farce all about? Darren freezes. What an odd feeling. It's like I've been lying under the sun in a spectacular meadow, all in full bloom, and then you barge in and poke a bucket of cold water all over me. Is this how you treat people who invite you to their celebrations? No, you don't have to answer. I could come up with a polite excuse, but I'd rather match your courteous manner and put it bluntly. I don't wish to continue this conversation. Thank you for ruining my mood. I shall retire to my chambers for a time. The Count gives you a pointedly formal bow and leaves. Whoops. Well, I got him to, yeah. I got him to move.
Forwards.
Look at a single family or even a person living in a house large enough for my entire tribe. Compulsive food consumption may be the symptom of several serious neurological disorders. It also may indicate that the food in question boasts exceptional palatability. Fun and frolics may shield us from the horror and despair, but one should use this shield sparingly. The Mendavian sure like to put on the airs, but they know how to throw a party. I'll give them that. There's so much food here. If I let Soot eat everything she wants, she'll become twice as fat and won't be able to fly anymore. Both this place and its owner make me think how deceptive appearances can be, but I cannot deny that the wine here is very good. Right, who's playing the music? I wonder why the demons who attacked Heaven's Edge chose plague as their weapon. So imaginative. Oh, I feel like we're gonna go snooping. What is Wolfjiff doing in here? Snooping. That's precisely what he's doing. He's snooping. Are you snooping? I just saw a portrait of Darian's mom. So she was an Asimov too? Huh? Some people get a celestial bloodline, tons of money and a title, while others get horns and a slap in the face.
We march ahead.
I'm looting everything. Because why not? Why not? I have to make money for, I'd like to apologize. Hey, how wonderful it is to finally stand within these familiar walls again, huh? I'm gonna loot your bedroom, if you don't mind. He doesn't mind. Oh wait, it's a shed stash. Wait a minute. Will we get to come back here?
Our path leads on.
The door is sealed and looks like it hasn't been opened in a very long time. The door is sealed, looks like it hasn't been opened for a very long time. No, we're not going that way.
I will guide us.
Right, we'll go back and find the Inquisitor. Nope, can't go that way. Okay, got it. Got it, Chief! Right, what is going on with my keyboard? There you go. Decorate plants. Oh, there he is. I see that you did your part, Commander. Thank you. Now get ready to watch and listen closely. I will unravel the past of this place and try to show you whatever I find. The hum of voices, laughter, and music fills your mind. and then the visions come, fragmented and hazy at first, before eventually coalescing to reveal a single face. It is a woman of stunning heavenly beauty, and her delicate features instantly tell you who she is. The family resemblance to Darien is obvious. My dear guests, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes all of you today. I hope this day is as bright for you as it is for me, because on this day, my only precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born. A child who is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests and the man of the hour as well? A new face appears. It is a handsome old man with a strong, dignified posture and a voice that emanates power. Can't we have just one day without your sermons? It's my birthday, after all. 10 years ago, the young Darien had an utterly angelic appearance. His table manners and expression lacked the dignity of a true angel, however. Day, I'm sure the Reverend Nestrin only wanted to hug you and offer you his best wishes on your birthday. Wait, what's that noise? The shrill laughter rings in your ears and reverberates in the base of your skull. In the vision, a Lilitu appears before the guests of the estate and gives them an exaggerated, scornful bow. The sorceress of evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Did you prepare a treat for me too? What is this, Sleeping Beauty? What do you want, spawn of the abyss? Oh, I've already done everything I wanted to. Hey, you doddering cleric, look around. Don't you notice anything odd? The plague is in your wine, in your food, in the air around you, in your blood. Soon we'll all die. Pray to your prophetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want, but they're not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourselves, and when I return, the grave realization will have already sunk its teeth into your throats. Oh, and how I love watching mortals in their final desperate hour. The demon finishes her speech with an air kiss to Darien, making him freeze in horror and disappears. Leotos shakes his head and slowly exhales, rubbing his temples. First appearance of the disease, and then Lilitu, one of many sisters of the accursed Miako. So far, everything I've seen matches the official versions of the events. Who are the people in the vision? Countess Selena Darande was Darien's mother and one of the most beautiful women in the history of Bendon. She was an Asima, just like her son. The old man is an esteemed cleric, Nestrin, our Count's guardian and tutor. He was well known for his unfaltering faith and iron will. I was only a passing acquaintance with him, so I can't tell you anything more than that. I didn't recognize the others, but Darien told me that the first victims of the disease was his second cousin and his cousin's wife, hailing from the eastern border. Surely the clerics could have done something. I can't say for certain, but I believe that it was nothing he could have done. Magical diseases are already difficult enough to cure, and this plague struck very fast indeed. Now we must find out what happened next. What now? I can sense the aftershocks of a very strong outburst of emotion and memory somewhere in the west wing of the house. Something must have happened in one of the rooms, so please check if anyone is in there and distract them as need to be. Oh dear, I'm gonna have to go and apologize to Darien, aren't I? Yeah, I've got to lure him out of this room.
Without a doubt.
Darien arches a brow at you, but he doesn't seem to be disturbed in the slightest by your entrance. He's not trying to cover up or get dressed any faster. Commander, I assume that you have an urgent matter that requires my attention. What is this room? Darien casts a look around the room as if he had never seen it before, then shrugs carelessly. Just a random room. I told my servants to make some rooms ready. This is the one of the rooms they chose. Wouldn't it be better if I could dance with him? I think this one might be the one. I'm absolutely confident that you won't be able to persuade Cecil to draw a portrait of you. A nude portrait, that is. That sounds like a fine idea. A cleric will surely turn down the direct request, but if I tell him that we can sell the portrait at a charity auction, why have I never thought about selling my nude portrait at a charity auction? It will cause a huge scandal, but it will also be for the good cause. This will give those god botherers something to complain about. Brilliant idea. You've given me a brilliant idea. There you go. Oh, I want to see him annoy the guy. Well, we're not going to. I see that you were able to do as I asked. Prepare yourself. This vision might be rather difficult to watch. Young Darian stands motionless by the Countess's bed. His face is pale with fear, and for good reason. His mother's heavenly beauty is gone. Her smile, once beaming with vitality and happiness, looks more like a grimace of a corpse. Only her golden hair still glows, a sad reminder of a healthy young woman she was just a few hours ago. Mother? Can you hear me? Mother? Day. Oh, my boy. How did you get here? The Countess's voice is fading. Don't come any closer. This disease. Mother, listen. The Reverend Nestrin has sealed the gates. He says that he won't let anyone leave the state. If the plague reaches the larger settlements, nobody will be able to stop it. He claims this is why the demons attacked us in the first place. They knew that we would call upon the strongest clerics to heal us, and those clerics would catch the disease and die as well. The fat Baron and his family tried to escape, but the Rian paladins barred the way and said they would not let them go. Mother, we need help. Kennebrace is full of clerics and wizards and demons. Who knows who else? They might know how to stop it. We need to get there as soon as possible. We must obey the Reverend Nestrin. We are the Lords of Mendez, and we must protect our people. If it reaches Kennebrace, thousands of innocent people will die. I don't care about any innocence. Darian's voice rises to a shout. You're ill, Mother. You're dying. You must tell them to open the gates and take you to Kennebrace. They won't listen to me, but you are the lady of the estate. They can't refuse you. I can't. I must. Please leave, my dearest. Don't lose hope. You can still. A convulsion overtakes the Countess's body. Her last words are swallowed by a long, guttural moan. Vitor warily rubs his temples, but his face is unreadable. Now, I have no answer to one of my many questions. Nobody went to Kennebrace in search of help because the Reverend Nestrin didn't let them. He valued the safety of the city more than the lives of his flock at the estate. What a difficult choice it must have been. Was there really no other choice? Who can say now? They could have sent one of the paladins to bring help from Kennebrace, assuming that the Knight of the God was immune to the disease. Perhaps Nestrin thought he might need them to maintain order. Or maybe he understood that the demons would not allow anyone to leave anyway. Or maybe the plague was so strong that it could mow down even the most righteous warriors. We will never know if any of these hypotheses are true. Theoto rubs his chin thoughtfully. I have never been in the Reverend Nestrin's position, but I know the price of a difficult decisions, especially those that you have to make quickly. I have no right to judge him, but we must continue our investigation. The next site I'd like to examine is the Great Hall. That is where we found the remains of Nestrin and the demons. I assumed that he killed them in a confrontation, but we must make sure of that. Please help me clear the area so that I can study it. Wait, what? How am I supposed to clear a whole freaking... This is okay. Stop trying to talk me into this. You have neither heart nor conscience, Darian. Even the noble idea of charity becomes a farce when you touch it. Come on, oh, I don't think these so-called innocents will suffer from knowing their money and medicine came from my sinful silhouette. Oh dear. Both this place and its owner make me think of how deceptive appearances can be. I can't deny that the white paper's good. Okay, let's go talk. There is a feverish gleam in Darian's eyes, owing to either tipsiness or an overabundance of emotion. Oh there, Titania von Shire! That rotter socio refused to sketch me in the nude for charity, but it didn't upset me too much. The faces he made while I was explaining the idea to him were both well worth it. He looked very much like a pious matron being confronted with a talking male organ, one that was 2 foot long and being held aloft by a pair of golden angel wings. How are you enjoying my party? Are you having a good time? How about you, Darian? Are you having any fun? Oh, of course I'm having fun, Darian says defiantly. What's wrong? Do you want me to spend my whole life in fear and mourning, blaming myself for what happened? Fine, let's change the subject. I thought the unique ambience of Heaven's Edge and the fact that we're on the very border within the world would make this celebration special. I thought the past would resurface and make itself known. Darian smirks bitterly. Well, it seems even the ghosts don't wish to attend my parties anymore. What can we do to liven up the evening? You know what I think? I think it's time for a drinking contest. Ah, yes, the tried and trusted method of salvaging a dull party. For salvaging anything, actually. I'm ready, but who's my competition? Ooh, I want it to be me. It's gonna be me. Me, of course. What is this? The commander herself, the heroine of Kennebreth, the chosen one, is challenging me to a drinking contest. I'm in. Let's drink until one of us falls unconscious or begs for mercy. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh no. We got this. We got this. Well, that was just a little warm-up, I say. Up for more. Let's continue. Okay, next one. I think I saved. Oh, are we done here? Or are you ready for another round? Let's continue. Did I say, please save, please save, please save. My grandfather, or maybe my great-grandmother, put this bottle in the family cellar. So, why did it fail the scion of illustrious and Aaron Days in his time of need? Darian looks a bit unsteady on his feet. I don't feel very well. Hey, everyone! Let's go back outside. I need to get some fresh air in my lungs. I won! I think I won. I have an outroom about to fall over. Here we are again, Commander. Leota looks grim but focused, so let's take another glimpse into the past. I should be like fully like, yep, I got this. A ripple of laughter flows through the hall. It begins a sweet, charming chuckle, but then turns into a rasping cackle that makes Darian huddle even deeper into the corner. Why are you running from me, my sweet prince? Come on, let me touch you. I'll give you. The booming voice of an old man dressed in the Imodian robe shakes the walls of the hall. Get away from him, demons! Let the boy go. By the blade of the inheritor, you touch him only over my dead body. Oh, you are a pathetic old cleric. Are you the guardian of this charming little prince? Well, you guarded him in vain. The disease is already circulating in his blood, and soon he will rot before your very eyes. You won't be able to help him, and I can at least make sure his death is beautiful, clean, and sweet. The demoness turns her eyeless face to Darian and licks her lips. A coarse laugh escapes the young man's room. We'll see about that. Leota turns towards you in astonishment. Droplets of sweat glisten on his temples. Something is wrong, Commander. My spells are not working as I expected. It's as if some kind of supernatural explosion occurred here 10 years ago, blending everything together. The magical auras, the emotions, the memories. I will try again to read it. Could it be dangerous? I cannot say for certain, but it is unlikely. The past is in the past, and no one can travel through time except for some uniquely powerful entities, like Aeons, or perhaps the eldest of the First World. Even though the past of this place is horrible, it poses no threat to us in the present. Well then, please continue. Just give me a moment to focus. I will try to channel my visions and feelings to you as accurately as possible. Darian, my boy, what is going on? His muscular shoulders suddenly begin to shake. The vision he is channeling does not change, but you feel something enormous and chilling silently infiltrate the reality around you. The presence of this nameless being becomes almost palpable. Some alien entity is talking to him. Hurry, old cleric, stop him right now. Do you really want to see what happens when... Save me? Can you save me? The presence thickens into something more tangible. The entity is silent, but you feel your blood pulsing in your temples, and each beat brings a new image, or rather, a new notion. Help brings a feeling of relief and safety. Exchange makes the pulse stronger, more demanding. Gate and secret come immediately after the images become heavier, almost visible. Keep secrets. The secret, otherwise death, 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 death. The gruesome images whirl around your mind, filling it with pain and fear, and then it all starts again. Help, exchange, secret, death. Nestrin stretches out his shaking hand, suddenly looking like a doddering old man, infested of a mighty cleric imbued with holy power. Darian, wait! The thing you're about to let loose is even worse than these demons! Darian's body is quivering like a taut bowstring. His eyes dart from the cleric to the demoness, who is frantically casting protective spells. Demons, saints, I'm so fed up with all of you. Burn! Oh. I kind of gathered that he had like some demon inside him. I kind of thought to myself, that sounds like it could be a demon. Lyato opens his eyes with a groan and then gets back on his feet. His legs are wobbly, his eyebrows is cut, but he seems not to notice. Sincere sorrow is written on his face, as well as a strong hint of heart. What a misfortune. No. What a disaster! Everything is far worse than I imagined. Are you all right? The strain, the emotions, they overwhelmed me and made me faint like an agitated youngster. There's nothing really. I will not be able to cast any spells for the rest of the day, but aside from that, I am fine. Do you understand now what happened 10 years ago? The Inquisitor slowly exhales through the clenched teeth and says in a low voice, still massaging his temple. Yes and no. Damn it, I thought are astray. I will try to explain everything to you in full detail. Many living things are capable of performing the most extraordinary feats, good or bad, when a deadly threat looms over them. 10 years ago, the young count found himself cornered in the very sense of the word, and he allowed some alien entity to intercede for him. It frightens me that all my experience as an Inquisitor is completely useless in this case. It does not resemble anything I have ever heard or read about. This entity, I think I will call it the Other, possesses an uncanny power. It was capable of instantly killing 3 greater demons, a mighty cleric, and a host of other mortals. You saw everything yourself. And what's even worse is that the entity, this Other, it is still here. Lloyd takes a long pause. His gaze is drawn to the chamber where all the guests are laughing and dancing. Darian's elegant voice rises above the music for a moment. He's asking someone to bring more wine and add more logs to the fire. I don't know exactly this creature is, but I know what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway. The Other is not inside the Count's body. It is not directly controlling his mind, and that's why there are no obvious signs of possession. But it is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window into our world, and it can instantly step through it to wreak havoc, whatever havoc it desires. Does Darian know anything about this? Yes, of course he does. Did you hear what the Other tried to convey to us? Help in exchange for a secret. Death. Death to those who know the truth. It wants to have an opportunity to use the Count as a gateway without anyone knowing. This is what made Darian deny that he remembered anything about the conclusion of the events at Heaven's Edge. What might the Other want? This is the strangest thing about it all. It came to this world 10 years ago and it's still here, right? All this time it has been watching us through the eyes of the Count. Had it, for instance, wanted to kill Her Majesty the Queen, it would have done that, had plenty of opportunities to do so. The Count can get close to practically every influential figure in Mendev, but the other refuses the act, or its interests lie in some other sphere. Did the other kill everyone then? The disease was not to blame. Not everyone, just Nestrin and the Paladins and a few remaining guests. Damn it, I know that it was the work of a mysterious opponent, omnipotent entity, but it still stings. I was here 10 years ago, and I didn't check everything personally, and those who did failed to sense that something was wrong. Could the other be the reason why my companions kept finding severed heads among their belongings back in Kenabreus? It seems very likely. I am almost certain you are right. People tend to lose their heads when they get too close to the Count Arendelle anyway. I do apologize, that was an inappropriate. Perhaps our gruesome findings are the head of some cultist who tried to kidnap the Count during the Kenabreus slaughter, or perhaps they provoked the other in some other way. We have to do something. Yes, now I understand Father Nestrin perfectly. I must make a crucial decision despite the dearth of information. The Inquisitor falls silent for a while, then he looks you right in the eye. Commander, first and foremost, I must apologize to you. Second, I must ask you to keep this a secret. What are you sorry for? I apologize for dragging you into this mess. You see, the other, an entity of immense power, stated very clearly that it will kill anyone who found out the truth. Anyone who knows that the Count is actually its living gateway. I suppose this secret is currently known to 3 people on Golorian. You, me, and the Count. And that means... Lito gives you a crooked smirk and shrugs. Why should I keep it a secret? As soon as the cult finds out that we know his secret, the other will understand it as well. We do not know what it is and what exactly the scopes of its power, but we do know that it would dispose of anyone who might reveal its existence. I've made a decision, Leo says gravely. I will not tell anyone about the discovery we've just made, not even the Queen or my superiors. Instead, I am immediately going to go to the nearest Scion and sift through all the archives of the Inquisition in order to find out what exactly we are dealing with and how it can possibly be defeated. I may also make some cautious inquiries in other places, including Absalom. Still, I will not reveal the truth until I have found at least some reliable information. I am asking you to do the same. Specifically, do not say a single word about our investigation to the Count himself. So you want me to lead the crusade while carrying a bomb that may explode at any moment? I'm afraid that you won't be able to hide from the consequences when the bomb does explode. It is up to you to decide, though. What are you going to do with Darian himself? At the very least, he is guilty of letting the other enter our world. Right, now, I am a lot more concerned about the other. But when we find a way to get rid of this entity, the Count will have to stand trial. Many things about this case are still unclear, including the extent of his guilt. Did he call upon the other himself, or did it simply answer its call? Could he refuse its offer, and would it have led to his immediate death? Every detail is important, and every testimony needs solid proof. That is the difference between the righteous justice and the blind vengeance. Fine, I will keep it a secret. Later let out sigh relief. You made the right choice. I recommend that you go back to the guests and spend the rest of the evening as you please. Anything else might raise suspicion. I must leave immediately in search of knowledge. We all need desperately. Farewell, Commander, and may the light of Imade guide your path, and Loita Hawkblade will try to keep your path to triumph clear of any unwanted guests. Ooh! That's scary. So I feel that maybe he done it because he was scared. I mean, we can't fault him for being scared. I don't know if my opinion matters to you at all, but you were the very best guest I could ever wish for. Aw, wait, is he talking to me? I don't want to complain, but I'm not sure I'll be able to enjoy another hour of this outrageous debauchery. Woo, I've eaten enough for 10 men, and still the festivals in our village were much more fun. We didn't have all these delicacies, but we celebrate with spirit. You know what I just realized? Darren was afraid to come here. So that's why he did it, because of that fear. I believe that. I'm just thinking maybe he was looking to communicate with the other.
Forwards.
Fine, I admit the celebration wasn't that bad. I even feel less inclined to give Darren a good slap. I've been watching your count and wondering, if you imagine his head as a boiling pot, then what kind of brew is bubbling inside? Not the best. Why are we leaving already? Are we leaving already? Yeah? No? I wouldn't mind staying for a little while.
March ahead.
I have an army to deal with. I have an army. I gotta deal with an army.